New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani is laying out plans to deal with New York City's $5.4 billion budget gap. Two plans have been laid out so far. NTD Marshall has more.
New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani is sending an ultimatum to Governor Kathy Hochul. He says there are two paths of fixing New York City's budget deficit.
The first path repairs the structural imbalance between the city and the state. We want to work with Albany to raise personal income taxes by 2% on the 33,000 New Yorkers earning more than $1 million a year, and to raise corporate taxes on the most profitable corporations.
At a separate event Tuesday, Governor Hochul said that Mamdani needs to go back to the drawing board. Mayors are having to do what they have to do. I'm not supportive of property tax increases. I don't know that that's necessary. That's after giving City Hall an extra $1.5 billion on Monday.
First off, this is a preliminary plan, and this is really the start of Mamdani negotiating with the state.
And there are two paths that we can walk. One that offers long-term stability, and a second one with significant pain that we deeply hope to avoid.
My initial reaction is, it's never great when we're going to increase property taxes, but who's really going to take the hit on this? The market is really the tale of two ends. So we have the high-end luxury market. They're really looking at things, trophy properties, long-term hold. They're going to be less affected. So who's really going to be affected by the increase in property taxes? First-time buyers. And first-time buyers are already dealing with so many challenges, especially with affordability. They are much more sensitive to an increase in interest rates, volatility in the stock market, and any levels of policy change. So that's really who's going to be hit the hardest here.
Once again, I'm calling for Albany to end the drain. There is no third option of failing to balance the budget.
Andrew Rain, the president of the Citizens Budget Commission, also pushed back against the two-option plan. He said the best option, dig into the agencies, identify spending that is helping New Yorkers and keep it, identify spending that is not helping New Yorkers and shrink it.
I'm not surprised. We saw this showdown with Hochul and Albany legislatures coming. This is a game that is played politically between the mayors of New York and governors when there's a major, when there's a budget.
However, in order to get to this point of closing the gap on both this fiscal year and the next fiscal year, we are forced to raid the rainy day fund, the retiree health benefits trust reserve, and to increase property taxes across these other years.
Many outer borough residents that live in detached homes tend to have higher property tax rates versus folks who live in luxury condominiums in Manhattan. Okay, this will exacerbate that tax burden on hardworking New York City taxpayers. This money grab is really the only vehicle at the mayor's disposal. He does not have the power to raise corporate taxes or personal income taxes. He can only raise property taxes. So this 9.5% property tax increase is concerning to a lot of hardworking New Yorkers and also the business community.
The city's budget documents claim that Mamdani's budget would be an estimated $122 billion by the end of fiscal year 2026 and grow to $127 billion by 2027. Sean Marshall, NTD News.